Media.Twerkn caregiver. Oh my goodness. What would possess this black female to be dancing on top of a client's head? I'm going to bring you that same information about law and crime. And Wendy Williams. A lot going on with Wendy Williams. She begged and begged and begged her overseer to go to Miami to visit her father for his 94th birthday. She was able to go, but now she has stipulations put on her. She's in a bad situation, and I don't know what's going to become of Wendy Williams, but we're going to chop it all up. If you'd like to donate to this great network, $129, Cash App, stickers and chats, and welcome during the live stream. Let's roll with it. Good day. New York is the source. Thank you for your time.
Talk about this.
Okay, so just minutes ago, Wendy Williams called because she's watching our show right now,
Hi, Wendy.
wherever she is.
Yes.
And, you know, there's been a lot of talk about whether she can fire her court-appointed attorney. Kurt and I heard her say that she can, that this woman on a technicality forgot to do something or missed a deadline.
Right.
And so now she has the right to fire that court-appointed attorney. As you may know, she's under a conservatorship right now. She has no rights. She's basically locked in a room in some living center. Cannot see her family or friends, very limited interaction. I think the judge in this needs to reevaluate, bring Wendy back for reevaluation. And I mean, I don't know how this could be good, that Wendy Williams is basically stuck in a room and isolated from family and friends. What doctor says that's good?
And her niece has really been vocal for her, standing up for her and trying to get her message out. And that's what we're talking about right here today. So Wendy Williams has fired her court-appointed lawyer as she fights to end that guardianship, or as Rosanna says, has the ability to. This is all according to TMZ, that the former talk show legend, she let go her lawyer after she asked her to file paperwork for a trial about whether a guardianship was actually necessary in Miss Williams' case. But the attorney failed to do so. So this all comes after Williams was recently interviewed by Charlamagne the God on The Breakfast Club, which Rosanna helped to broker that interview. And she insisted that she's not cognitively impaired. And the wellness facility that she's living in is more like a luxury prison. So very interesting. We'll certainly keep you updated on
The
that
judge needs to
story.
get involved and reevaluate.
Sure. So we'll keep you updated on that story. And thank you for keeping us all in the loop, Rosanna. With Wendy, we do
All right,
appreciate
Wendy,
that.
talk to you later.
Okay. That's all she does. She says that's all she does is watch TV all day. And I agree. This is not healthy. Whether you like Wendy Williams or not, you agree, disagree with how she carried herself on national TV. The point is, a person has a right to have civil liberties, such as talk to people, call people on the phone, have people call them, visit them. And I believe, yes, her civil rights have been violated. By now, there is somebody that you all could find to trust to be over her funds and money. And, you know, it's all about the almighty dollar in the end, because as I had said to people, the day that you will see Wendy Williams free, she probably won't have $5 to her damn name. Now, she's claimed she had $15 on her purses. Don't know if that means $15 in her bank account, but every day this overseer is paying money, Ms. Morrissey, for this facility. That's money being drained. Naturally, this woman, she's going to get a finder fee for being her overseer. So it's a dire situation. There are also allegations of her wanting to fire her attorney, court-appointed attorney. I think she should. And if she can find that there's a technicality, do it. She also was able to go to Miami to visit her father for his 94th birthday. As you see my thumbnail, that's her standing in the window of this facility where she lives on the phone crying to someone. And someone took a caption of that, of her in the window. She was able to go allegedly. Don't have any footage as of late of her visit down there. And now the judge says he doesn't want her talking to the media. Come on now, really? So she's already locked up in a place, can't do anything. Nobody can visit. One lady said she tried to visit and they turned her away. Some men came down asking her who she is, blah, 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 acting like she didn't have no business there, acting like they didn't know Wendy Williams was there. And yet Wendy called her and told her to come. How long are you all going to prolong this? Because this is deep. Because as I tell people, this could be anybody. This could be you. Somebody could one day say, hey, I think somebody's doing this to him or her, or they're not aware of their faculties. They're using drugs, they're popping pills, they're doing this and that. I think somebody's messing with their money, stealing their money, and poof, voila. Now you have an overseer and you've been whisked away, hidden from the world. So all this time she's been in New York. This is crazy to me. You're not going to make me believe there's not one person on the earth that could be over Wendy Williams if you believe that she has an issue with drugs, alcohol. Okay. You feel like somebody needs to be over her funds, whatever funds she has left. There's got to be somebody in the world that can be trusted. And we have heard not so good things about Miss Morrissey, a Caucasian female woman, and she's been in cahoots with some other lawyers and other judges. And she's not only up and up, lawsuits against other judges and people tied in with her. You can't trust anybody. I watched a movie on Netflix about 2 or 3 years ago pertaining to a story where these people would go in and get these people's money, get their estate, bring them into their assisted living, and then take all their damn money. They even had a roster, just a billboard with the people's names on it. Their target. This thing's targeted to some degree. Now, how about this? The estate, the attorney for the estate, her estate, claims, the son claims that they were going to arrest him for fraud. They're claiming that he stole $300,000 from Wendy Williams, his mother. So perhaps that is what got the ball rolling. And I had heard that in the beginning, that it was something about her spending habits is what alerted the bank in the first place. Perhaps they realized there were big purchases on her credit card. And that is when she visited Miami years ago, and the son was there with the mother. So, the bank watches those things. The bank watches those things. Whatever you're buying, spending, if they see big purchases on your account, and you don't really spend any money, to call you and tell you, hey, I just want to verify, hey, you wrote a check for $20,000 or debited $20,000, blah, blah, blah. So if Wendy Williams wasn't spending a lot of money at that time, and then she goes to Florida and all of a sudden there's these big dollar amounts for apartments, homes, cars, this and that, DoorDash, yeah, they're going to ask questions. So let's ask that question and be done with it. Son, were you milking your mother out her money? Were you spending lavishly off your mother's credit card? Did you take a line of credit out on your mother? Did you open up any credit card accounts in your mother's name? Did anybody else related to Wendy Williams open up any other type of accounts when she was visiting Miami years ago? Because something flagged the account. Something flagged the account, and that's why Wendy Williams is in this damn facility. And it's sad, though. You know what I'm saying? Because people get defrauded every day. People go in and steal people's monies, open up accounts, a line of credit, and they don't get whisked off to assisted living. What they do is they file a report with the police department, and they fight tooth and nail with the bank to try to get those amounts erased off their damn account. But nobody goes and say, hey, we need to admit you into a facility. But because she's worth so much money, the bank stepped in with the courts, and the courts said, well, we're not going to trust anybody in the family. That's what it looks like to me. They don't trust anybody related to Wendy Williams, because you should know by now there should be somebody that you could find to trust to be over her money. They feel like she's incapacitated. Allegedly, she's going to stay in this facility indefinitely, which I don't think you should keep anyone anywhere indefinitely. And as you have heard her talking on the talk show, she seems like she's aware of her faculties. She's been in the facility, more than a year. So she's not having access to alcohol, pills, or any type of narcotics. So she should be in her right mind. And if you listen to her commentary when she was in that scooter down at her son's graduation, she sounded like the same Wendy Williams, feisty, telling you, hey, they took her to the wrong car. She's waiting on her car. And allegedly, security went down to Miami with her to visit her father. The judge allowed her to go down for 2 days. I would run like hell. Let me tell you, if the security lost her the last time and couldn't find her damn car, I would tell my son, take me away from here. Go find me somewhere, hide me out. I'm not going back nowhere until a judge hears me. Hear me roar. Hear me roar. That's what I would do. I'd hide out and then I'd go do a national broadcast and let the world see me in person, and they can judge for themselves if they think I need an overseer or not. That's what I would do. Because to me, this is like just a vainglorious way of milking somebody out of their money and hiding them in a nursing facility, because that's basically what she's in, as someone would say, a studio apartment in a damn nursing home. She also has made, a commentary that the people are older. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but like she said, I guess she feels like, I don't need to be here. I'm 60, but I don't need to be here. And yes, she seemed like she had some cognitive issues when they did the documentary, and many people argued about that. They felt like they shouldn't have done the documentary. It made a mockery out of her. It shamed her, but allegedly she wanted to do it, and they went on and done it anyway. Even when they realized that something wasn't right with Wendy Williams, feel free to, comment about that if you feel like they should not have filmed when they realized she wasn't aware of her faculties, because she was on the sauce. It's obvious. She wasn't eating. She didn't want to eat. She just wanted to drink. But she's not in that place now. She's not drinking. She's not getting high. I'm assuming they're giving her, decent diet, feeding her, still letting her doll up, put on makeup. So what I want to know is, where are her things? Where are all her belongings, her clothes, her furniture, whatever she didn't sell in that last documentary? Where are her things? She also claims that they got rid of her cat or cats. But naturally, you can't take a cat to assisted living. Everybody knows this. What's going to happen to Wendy Williams? Should she be freed from this living facility? Should she be able to live on her own? She wants to let her family, friends use her and spend up her money. In the end, that's her choice. People do it all the time. But all it takes is for somebody to call Adult Protection Services and say, hey, I think this person's being used. And obviously it was her bank that called it. They realized, okay, there's too much spending going on in her account. And obviously it had to be big purchases. When you talk about $300,000, that's a lot of damn money. And if she wasn't spending money in that fashion, that's what flagged the account. So that's what got her in this mess, is whatever she was doing down in Miami, visiting her son, whatever he was buying, purchasing, whatever she was allowing him to buy, she gave her card to him. And let's be truthful, $300,000, that's a lot of damn money. I don't give a damn what you're buying. And there ain't no way I'm going to sit here and believe they were buying $300,000 worth of damn DoorDash. My understanding, he had bought a car, something about a fancy place to live, and then they had said, well, he was driving a regular. Thereafter, once the bank got wind of whatever flagged the account. See, that's the thing about life. You can't depend on other people's money. And I think a lot of people realize that. You see a lot of people who live like that. They have friends, family members. They get free items, nice homes, this and that. But the point is, at some point in life, the money can evaporate. There's no more money left. And then what? What are you going to do? You're going to have to take care of yourself. So if they gave you money to put down on a nice house, or they bought you a nice house, you're going to have to find a way to take care of that house, because anything can happen to that person. And we have seen that in so many stories of people who were taking care of other people, and they got themselves in debt, and they could no longer help the person. They could no longer help pay the car note, the house note. And what'll be sad is if we find out there is truth that her son was spending too many things on her credit card. Other family members were also spending, buying things, and that's what got her account flagged. I believe it was Wells Fargo, and here we are. That's my commentary. Will she ever be free? Because I don't think it's right to keep her in this facility. It's just common sense. Even a person that goes to rehab for 30 days, 90 days, a year, at some point, they have the option to come out. To me, this situation is no different. To say, well, she's incapacitated, nobody's going to believe that after listening to her speak and talk on that interview. They're going to say, well, she sounds okay to me. She seems okay. She's not drinking or using drugs to incapacitate her further. So why not just let her be free? Why not get somebody that can be over her monies, whatever money she has left over, and let her be free? Because I agree with this reporter. How is it healthy for her not to be around her friends or family? Sitting in a room with nobody to talk to, staring at the TV, watching true crime, reality TV all damn day, four corners. That's not healthy. Nobody being able to come visit her. Come on now. You are violating her civil rights. You're violating her civil rights because you can't keep using that as an excuse. Oh, well, we got to be over her funds. But she can't talk to anybody. Nobody can call her. Nobody can have her phone number. You change phone numbers. Nobody can come visit her. That's not right. Even in a nursing home or assisted living, the clients are allowed a guest to visit them. So you all not allowing her to even have a guest, you're denying her her civil rights, and you know that. And I do believe she can beat it in court. She just needs the right attorney, somebody to come forward. And I also find that interesting that no attorney from here to New York to California has stepped up to even take the case pro bono to represent Wendy Williams to get her freed. You all don't find that strange? You think about all the famous people out here, musicians, country stars, actors, actresses. Nobody stepped up to say, hey, I'm going to try to represent Wendy Williams to get her released. Food for thought, everybody. Second story. Lord have mercy, we got a hot butter mess. Some black girl working in some assisted living place, a nursing home, similar to this Wendy Williams debacle, decides she wants to twerk on top of a client. We're going to talk about that right here. This is a hot butter damn mess if I ever heard. This girl is disgraceful. And this goes to something I've been talking about. Young people, social media, everybody wants to be seen on camera, talking, doing crazy stuff. There's just no respect nowadays. There's no class. 50, 60 years ago, women were classy. They were dolled up. They carried themselves in dignified manners. Now all you see are people twerking and pulling their pants down and walking around with their breasts hanging out and walking around with, coochie cutter shorts and short dresses on. Just no respect for themselves. You understand? Talking crazy, cussing, raising hell, talking like a sailor. That's what's going on right now. And that's what you're going to see here in this commentary. This woman, or shall I say this female, she has no respect for herself. She has no respect for the elderly or the disabled to be doing what she's been caught doing on camera. And the fact that she filmed herself twerking on top of a man's head and twerking her buttocks and frontage in front of a disabled person, she's a sick bitch, and I said that.
Story that's definitely not what the doctor ordered. A Georgia healthcare worker has been arrested for allegedly twerking on her disabled patients. And no, this is not an episode of Nurses Gone Wild. It is real, and it's shaking up more than just her career. Let's dive right in. For Law and Crime, I'm Kennedy Walker. 19-year-old Lucretia Formosa Poyan of Loganville, a city outside of Atlanta, has been arrested on 1 felony count of exploitation of a disabled person. In a viral video, Poyan, who's dressed in what appears to be medical scrubs, is seen dancing as if she's performing at a club on the head of a shirtless, disabled man, all while he sits helplessly in a bathtub. But it does not stop there. She casually reaches into her pocket, pulls out a pill box, and without a second thought, pops a pill into his mouth. And this was not the only time. In another clip, Poyan is back at it. She's seen straddling and dancing provocatively over a different disabled man who sat in a chair helplessly, proving to those unpleased by her actions that this wasn't just an isolated incident, but an alleged pattern of abuse disguised as a joke. But in a now deleted video she posted on TikTok, Poyan says it isn't what it seems.
All I gotta say for now is angles play a big part, but we're gonna get to that another time.
The 19-year-old then takes a jab at those upset with her online and seemingly defends her actions, claiming the man who she's dancing on in this video can speak.
A lot of people in the comments talking about sexual assault, rape, just all type of dumb, non-verbal, trust and believe. He's verbal.
She then shares another
Don't matter if
video
he's
where you
verbal.
can hear someone talking. This time, she covers their face.
Around here, he be verbal. And I got proof. What you said? I give a hug. You want to get a hug? Yeah. Okay.
The teen says she wants those who find her video inappropriate to stop jumping to conclusions.
He looks very aware and comfortable.
We can think whatever we want, Heifer.
Even though, yeah, I do see how, but trust me, it's not that. Enough is enough.
Despite her opinions, Quayan was arrested and charged. In a statement released by the Loganville police chief,
right there. Lace front off, look at you. You look a hot damn mess. Ghetto ratchet. Look at your fucking hair. Yeah. Don't keep your hair up because you got that damn wig on that you're wearing all day. And I'm going to talk about that too. I'm going to do a video about that. I'm sick of the lace fronts and the wispy baby hair that looks so fake and glued down. And you black women need to understand you're still messing up your hair by allowing glue to go around your edges, which we already know our hair is fragile around the edges and the back. Why would you put glue around your fucking scalp to put a fucking wig on? Yeah, I'm on one. You understand what I'm saying? This is just ridiculous. This is just ridiculous. Look at her. That's what was under that lace front wig. No makeup, no eyelashes, no nothing. What is it that we don't understand, honey, about what you were doing? You were on tape 2 times doing this. Don't know if it's the same patient or another patient, but you're foul as hell. You're foul as hell. Let's get a visual. Lucretia Cormasa Koyan. What kind of name is this? Yeah, I'm saying that and I'm black, my damn self. Lucretia Cormasa Koyan, 19. So we already know she ain't no registered nurse because it takes 4 years to get a degree unless you're very, very smart, and you can get a nursing degree in 3 years. So at 19, we already know she ain't no registered nurse. She probably ain't even no licensed practical nurse because it takes at least, 2 years to get the LPN license. If I'm not mistaken, I will gladly Google it to make sure I'm saying the right information. This ain't nothing but a glorified CNA with a wig damn missing. Don't get me crunk, because this witch is evil. I'm sick of young people. I'm sick of them. I'm sick of young people. I'm sick of people my age acting like they're 20 years old, wanting to relive their damn youth, walking around with coochie cutters on and their breasts hanging out and acting like that's cute. It ain't cute. It ain't cute at all. You supposed to be working and helping these people. What the fuck do you look like twerking on an elderly person, disabled person in a damn nursing facility? She's a bum. She's a bum. And she needs to get the maximum penalty. And she did it in the right damn state, which is Georgia. Give her the max. I say give her 10 years. You're damn right. It's abuse. It's sexual assault because you ain't got no business squatting over no damn disabled person. What the fuck is wrong with you? She's ghetto fabulous. She's out on bond. Oh, well. This goes to show you, you can do stupid stuff and get a damn bond.
He states Quayan was dancing in a provocative manner above a disabled person, which resulted in the execution of both a search and arrest warrant. According to Georgia law, anyone found guilty of exploiting a disabled adult may face a prison sentence ranging from 1 to 20 years.
Give it to her.
A fine of up to $50,000 or both imprisonment and a fine. The viral video has now been seen tens of thousands of times. Police say the teenager's employer was SNL Healthcare LLC, a healthcare facility in Georgia.
Let's get a close-up of what she's done. When they say a picture is worth 1,000 words, that is an elderly black person in a bathtub with her squatting her crotch over him, and we misunderstood the video. Oh, okay. reaching in her pocket to pull a pill out to give this man open-toe Crocs that you shouldn't have on at a nursing facility. Your feet should be covered in a nursing facility. I said that. $2 ass wig. And here she is sitting over another patient in a chair. Are you all seeing this? Filming herself on the job, but yet we don't understand. We're misinterpreting the videos. No, I don't think we're misinterpreting a damn thing. Picture 1. He's in a bathtub and she's squatting over him with her buttocks in his face and her crotch. Picture 2. You can see the skin color is different. This is a dark-skinned black person. This is a lighter-skinned black person. Come on with it, Queen. What are we misinterpreting, ma'am? Yeah, okay.
According to the company's website, care services include daily health monitoring, medication management, assistance with dressing, grooming, and bathing, home-cooked meals, and laundry services. And this is
she's a caregiver.
At SNL Healthcare, our philosophy and vision is simple: to provide the highest quality care and excellent services while promoting the social interaction of seniors in a nurturing, family-like environment. It goes on to state, each member is committed to respecting your loved one as an individual with unique wants and needs, regardless of their current level of independence or capability. Our staff strives to treat each senior with dignity, honor, and respect, creating an atmosphere for elderly citizens to live in comfort. But not sure respect meant this. To unpack more with me, I'm joined by attorney Perry Fallick. Perry, this isn't the bedside manner that they teach in school.
No, it's definitely not. This is definitely a new generation crime that we witnessed.
For sure. So in this case is facing a charge of exploitation of a disabled person. Can you explain what that charge means and what the legal implications are?
Yes, I can. So it's a unique charge, but actually fits squarely within the facts of this case. And it involves knowingly and willfully exploiting either a disabled adult, an elderly person, or a resident of a hospital or nursing home. So that's basically exactly what we have here, which is probably why that's the only thing that's being charged in this case.
And we know that her actions were filmed and posted on social media. How does the fact that this was shared online affect the case legally?
It was exciting.
Brief intermission. I've just had enough. I'm serious. That's why I did the video the other night, where I had stuff on my mind, just where like as I said, I can't relate to people. I can't relate to anything going on in the world right now, because the behavior of people is just ridiculous and just fucking ignorant. I get it. Like I said, we're all flawed. We all can make mistakes. We all can have a bad day, lash out, pop off. But this right here is what I'm talking about. This is BS. You're there to take care of someone, and this is all you can think to do is film yourself on a TikTok twerking over elderly people in a bathtub and in a chair. And as I showed you those 2 pictures, those are 2 different individuals. She's a nasty bitch. She is nasty.
And willfully, or the intentional act, is a part of the crime or an element of the crime. The fact that she broadcasted it on social media,
exactly,
and posted another video and commented on it, it's going to be very, very difficult for her to argue that she didn't know what she was doing when she was working on this guy's head, and then she went ahead and posted it for however many people, thousands of people saw it and liked it. To say that she didn't know what she was doing at the time, it's going to be hard to argue that.
Yeah, and the defendant may say
this
was a joke. It's clear something like this is very, very serious. But if she does claim this, do you...
Honey, who you taking this picture for with your tongue out your mouth and your red bustier? She's a freak. She's nasty. I won't doubt she strips. She strips in her private time. That's what you're getting ready to be doing now, baby. You're about to be a glorified stripper because nobody's getting ready to hire you to even work at McDonald's, okay? Yeah, I said that. You're not even going to be working at McDonald's or Chick-fil-A. So I guess you better go to the stripper pole. The fact you're sitting here showing a picture of yourself in a red bustier with your tongue out your mouth and this $2 ass lace front. I'm so sick of lace front wigs. I don't know. I'm probably going to post it to Facebook my damn self. Will you all please take them lace front wigs and throw them in the fucking garbage can with them wispies going around the sides, knowing damn well black folks ain't got no damn baby hair. We don't even do baby hair like that. That's shit you did when we were little girls. When you become an adult, ain't nobody gelling down no damn baby hair. Golly, I'm on one. This is making me sick to my stomach.
You think that it could hold any legal weight?
I don't think so in this case, because whether she knew it was a joke at the time, she knew what she was doing, and that's the important thing. So she knew when she was posting it that it was a joke, that she meant to post it. It's not something that happened by accident.
Look at her.
It's not that she
boobs hanging out.
Were at the time that
need a bra.
She's a professional in a setting, and I'm assuming she has some type of training and expertise and knowledge that were provided to her either by her employer.
She don't have no training.
Schooling and education. She knew better than to post that.
Exactly.
And in one of the videos, she said that one of the guys actually wasn't nonverbal. Does that hold any legal standing if she's saying that, oh, he may have actually enjoyed it?
It does not in this case, because the terms of the statute that she's claimed to have violated are very clear that all the person has to be is either elderly or disabled.
Yes.
Or both. It doesn't matter whether they are verbal or nonverbal. At a minimum, this looked like an elderly individual. So whether or not you want to argue about how disabled, it seems
they are exactly
disabled. So
exactly
the terms of his disability are really irrelevant.
Irrelevant. Exactly.
Yeah. And lastly, in your opinion, what can health organizations do to prevent situations like this from happening, both from a legal and ethical standpoint?
Yeah, well, from an ethical standpoint, they're a professional medical providers. So it behooves them to train their staff accordingly. And from a legal standpoint, if they do not, they're potentially subjecting themselves to civil liability for negligent hiring or negligent supervision.
Oh, they're going to get sued.
As the employer, they're responsible for the acts of their employees. So although in this case doesn't appear to be
she like that old red hair, don't she?
Any type of long
juicy mama
to this individual, which doesn't really matter from a criminal standpoint, but would come into play from a civil liability standpoint in terms of the damages that anybody would potentially claim. That's something that the employers in these situations are going to want to be very careful about, because if this incident went a different way and the individual ended up getting hurt, it's going to be them who someone's going after, not necessarily the individual, the woman in the video.
Right. It seems like now these companies are going to have to make something, in their rules, like no posting on TikTok, because, things can really blow up.
Which might have already been a rule, and if so, this woman is going to be fired on top of being criminally charged if she wasn't already. But I would think that's probably a pretty standard rule. If it's not a rule, it's only because it seemed obvious to the employers that they didn't need to post something like that. But now this may be an example for similar employers and organizations all across.
Wow, look at that.
And say, okay, don't do what this woman did here, just in case wasn't clear beforehand.
Right. Well, thank you so much for joining me. This is definitely a case that we are going to be watching very closely. And according to police, the suspect, Koyan, was booked into the Walton County Jail and held on a $7,500 bond.
Thank you.
$7,500 bond.
Fired on top of being criminally charged if it wasn't already. But I would think that's probably a pretty standard rule.
Sorry about that.
If it's not a rule, it's only because it seemed obvious to the employers that they didn't need to post something like that. But now this may be an example for similar employers.
Ooh, what happens when you take off the lashes, the makeup, honey, and the wig? Shut your mouth. Sick nurse arrested for twerking. Heads of disabled patients in viral videos, smirks in mugshot. Well, hold on a minute. That's without the wig and the makeup and the lashes, everybody. A hot butter damn mess. Georgia healthcare worker was arrested for allegedly dancing suggestively on disabled patient's head in 2 viral TikTok videos and seen smirking in her mugshot photo. One of the alleged videos shows Lucretia Carmasa Koyan, 19, of Loganville, grinding on the head of a shirtless man sitting in a bathtub before she reaches into her pocket for a P.O. box and pops one in his mouth. Koyan allegedly recorded another nauseating video reposted on Instagram in which the scrubs-clad in-home adult daycare employee danced suggestively over a different disabled man who sat in a chair. So you see how they worded home adult daycare. Yeah, that don't sound good. The disgusting display of lecherous dancing was reported to the Loganville Police Department, who executed a search warrant on Koyan on January 23rd, according to a release. Whoever called in on her, you did the right thing. Elderly black man in a bathtub. Exhibit B, another client in their chair, and she's sitting atop this person, squatting obviously on the arms of the chair. One thing we could say about this little black bitch, she's very versatile and very limited. I said that. She's nasty. So what I'm going to say to her is, go find your stripper pole, baby, because that's where you're going to be after this. Working at a strip club. I was appalled and disgusted that anyone would create such a video featuring a disabled person, Loganville Police Chief M.D. Lowry told USA Today. As police officers, our highest duty is to protect those who cannot protect themselves, and my detectives work swiftly as possible to bring charges in this incident. Koyan was arrested and is charged with one felony count of exploitation of a disabled person, the department said in its statement. Cops reviewed one of the videos of alleged abuse and is reviewing the second with additional charges certainly possible, Lowry told the outlet. It is not clear which healthcare company Koyan worked for or when and where she recorded the videos. You can use common sense. She's twerking in someone's home right here because you can see this looks like a house. It looks like a countertop to a kitchen or some type of kitchen area. So she's in someone's room in a nursing home or assisted living or in their own personal apartment or house. And this is a picture of her twerking over a man in a bathtub. The fact that she wants to defend herself and say the man is verbal, he could speak and talk, it doesn't matter. He's a client. You're there to take care of him and her or whomever. You have no business violating their personal space, dancing on a fucking bathtub. Number two, a chair. I don't care if they threw dollars at you. I don't care if they blew bubbles. You are there to work, help the person, feed the person, give them their meds. This is all you can think to do is go live on TikTok and IG, disrespecting one, yourself, two, disrespecting the client, disrespecting the fucking facility that hired you, and disrespecting anybody that watched this filth. I don't care what they do to her. You throw her black ass in the jail, under the jail, give her some prison time. Hell yeah, I said it, because she's vile. She's vile. And this is what you have running around out here in the street. I see so many people like her on Facebook, IG. This is all they do. Dance around, half-ass naked, with a filming themselves, dancing on women, dancing on dudes, drop, pop, lock. It's funny to them. And what's sad is we have people my age, 54, 50, 40, they act the same way as this goofy ass chick that's 19 years of age. It's time for people to get it together. This is not someone you want taking care of your elderly loved one. She has no business working in a nursing home, assisted living, group home, nowhere. I wouldn't even want this nasty bitch flipping me a hamburger because I don't know where her nasty ass hands have been. Yeah, I'm saying that. Excuse my language. She's filthy. Every picture, her tongue is hanging out her mouth. She's got her tongue out her mouth with a bustier on. Where you going, honey? Nowhere. Who wants this gutter rat? Another gutter rat. I said that. And these are the type of women that men are to. But then yet, they'll talk about them like a dog. She did this and da-da-da-da-da. Yeah, but you like it. That's what you want. That's what you men like, is it not? Women, females who act like this. And you can best believe when this is all said and done, she'll be in some more drama because people like her don't care about themselves. And sadly, we have females out here, men too, who are vulgar, they're vile, they are disrespectful, they have no respect for themselves, so they can't respect others. And what'll be even more sick, she'll lay down and have a baby. Checkmate. She'll then become somebody's mother. And this ain't somebody you want as a mama or a grandmama. She's 19, but she's filthy. She ain't no nurse. She ain't no licensed practical nurse. She's only 19 years of age, so common sense will tell you she's not a registered nurse. She's just a caregiver. And someone trusted her to go into these people's homes or facilities to help these elderly people with their daily care. And this is what she would think to do, is squat on top of them and film it live.
Lawyers and organizations all across the country.
There you have it. Live like Memorex. She's disgusting. And I pray she gets the max. Like, share, subscribe, drop the comments below this video. Follow the Queen on the Newsbreak app. And also, check out my community page and my extensive library of 3,000 plus videos and shorts. In your opinion, what should be the maximum penalty for what she has done? Because I assume she'll be getting more charges for video number 2. Video number 1. Charges should be pending for this crime as well. If you'd like to donate to this great network, $McAngie 129 Cash App. Stickers and chats are welcome during the live stream. Thank you for your time. God bless you. This is live number 2. The next live is going to be pertaining to what the guy said in his content about what you post to social media. An African-American female who attended the University of Tennessee. She was in the pharmacy program. She posted some Cardi B, Megan Thee Stallion rap lyrics. Somebody saw it, reported her, and they tried to boot her out the program. She sued. She won a $250,000 lawsuit. We're going to chop it up later today, and let's talk about it. Should they have filed a lawsuit? Should they have paid her? Were her civil rights violated because she posted to her social media rap lyrics? But yet, when you read the commentary, it says these people signed a clause when they joined the program to be professional in their demeanor and their attitude and their disposition. Should a person be held liable for what they post to their social media pages? That's the next live stream, everybody. Thank you for your time. You've been listening to the Vault Excel. Thank you.